delay sucks. Now, hold on. I'm doing a thing. Hold on. It's a thing. Goddamn right, it's a beautiful day. Uh-huh. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. My name is Brian. It's freaking Friday. You made it. I made it. We made it. To this day, the end of the week. The one day that everyone seems to want to be all the time. I know I do, but for reasons I don't understand, so I don't have a normal work week. I have a technically working all the time thing, I suppose. But sometimes I'm just not working. Like me, I'm not, just I don't function. First of all, I see people here. And the reason I said goddamn right, it's a beautiful day. First of all, it's an Eels song, if you don't know it. But, more importantly, oh my goodness, I already had it popped out. What am I? There we go. I lost my train of thought. It was a beautiful day today. 60 degrees. We hit 60 degrees. And it was sunny, and it was lovely, and I had a lovely breakfast with my mother, Mama KillCo, who I don't believe is going to be here tonight, maybe? I don't know. She's doing things. Firstly's, I sees the peoples in the chats. 5 fingers, hello. High five to you. Cliff Smith, hello. We got a whole thing. Yes, please. Oh, thank you. See, I'm supposed to say that, and I never do. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you, Cliff Smith. Yes, if you could please hit the like button, subscribe. I say that because it is my little, what do I call it? Buffer for the spam. You have to be subscribed to my channel to actually type. That's the main reason, and also because I want people to subscribe to the channel. But mainly to avoid the trolls. But if you do subscribe to my channel and decide to be an ass on a live stream, you're not going to last. Just be clear. Oh, I see other people. Hello. Names I'm not sure I've seen before because I have a terrible memory. But hello. Preston Ops. How goes it? Don't know this song. Don't worry about it. It's the Eels, Mr. E's Beautiful Blues, I believe it was. It's a great song. It's perfect for like a spring day, a sunny day. It's got a real vibe, I promise. Look it up someday. If you have Spotify or something. Or YouTube, I bet it's on there. Spencer Mav, hello. Welcome. Today, first of all, I changed this a little bit. So you're much closer to me than I'm comfortable with. That's alright. No problem. Zen Boot, hello. Good evening. Happy Friday. Yes, indeed. We are all here. That's how I usually do a Friday. It's like, we're here, we made it. Good job. Let's plow on into the weekend. Woo. So here we go. This is Elijah Craig Straight Rye Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey. I don't know why it says it on there twice. As you can see, camera wide, you hate me so much. There we go. 94 proof, 47%. My hand does not want to stay there any longer. But I did that mostly because I have to remind myself it's Elijah Craig's 47%. I have a bad habit of thinking it's 45. Preston, all right, cool. Oh, what am I doing? Yes, I wanted to say who donated this bottle to the channel, and I've just forgotten if I was smart enough to do that. I was smart enough. Hey, thank you, past me, for making it easier for future me to do what I'm about to do. So this bottle was donated by Co-op Whiskey, who has an affinity for Elijah Craig, we'll say. Some of us think he might need intervention. If you go and subscribe to his channel, or at least take a look at it, you will know why. If you think I have a lot of bottles behind me, you're wrong. So many other channels have so much more. And I have to admit to you first, before I forget about it, because it's still clinging to me. I did this thing where it's like, oh, I have a stream, I better shave. I need to look beautiful for my people. I didn't really think that, but it's funny. And I just recently ran out of shaving cream. Got some today. This is not relevant to anything really, but it is. So I shaved earlier with the new shaving cream, which smells different. So I have this new, very clean and crisp shaving cream smell that is still lingering on my face. I want it to go away. But that was a faux pas. That was a whiskey faux pas. Don't do that. Co-op. YouTube didn't like that word. What the hell? No fetish shaming here, YouTube. Go to hell. I mean, no, don't go to hell. Freaking get my monetization, please, so people can just push the cash button and give you your cut for letting me be here. Hey. Yeah, we'll say that. Co-op has a fetish for Elijah Craig. But yes, whiskey faux pas. Don't use new things, new smells when you're about to taste a whiskey. I did that unintentionally. It was too late. It was like, I need to do this thing before I get live. And now I smell very nice, but also go away. That was a little over. That was like 45 minutes ago. So it's not quite there, but it's still there. I still smell beautiful. I smell. No? All right. It's not working. Smell-o-vision still doesn't exist, probably for good reasons. I know my friend and I, while playing computer games, I'm fighting the bottle. There's a strip. This is a... Anyway. Oh, wait. Oh, that was perfect. I thought it was longer. Never mind. That actually worked. Thank you, Elijah Craig, for not being a pain. A friend of mine, when we play computer games, I have the habit of, if we're in just some kind of bizarre, strange place, I will just think in my head, I wonder what this place would smell like. Usually it's when we're in someplace terrible. I know one game, we were in a actual dumpster. So it was there was a giant floating casino spaceship, don't ask, and we had gotten into the dumpster area that was being populated by other people. It only makes sense if you play the game. But I was curious about how horrible the stench would be there. Co-op's not saving it for anyone. He's picking his own barrels at this point. He is just accumulating more and more and more and more. Anyway, cheers to everyone here. Hold on. They do have a nice cork pop. It must be this little blip. Here, I'll show you. Right on my keyboard. No. Now, I love doing this, but no. Not with my hands. I promise I'm pouring it in the glass. That pour noise is nice. It's a nice pour sound. It's no glug or anything. Doesn't need that. I'm going to put it behind me so you can see. That is what I'm drinking. You'll also note, partially because of him and partially just kind of coincidentally, I have a number of Elijah Craigs just scattered around. I have at least 5. This is probably 6, possibly 7. You stay out front. Stay. That's becoming an issue. I can see how it can happen. All right, I can understand how suddenly you have 5 additional Elijah Craig varieties, one from every other store you've been to. One I haven't even opened. It's a 10-year. So it's just, I have a bunch. I need to get to it. Most of them are already open, and they are different. I've done streams about that. I guess Co-op wants all the whiskey. All the Elijah Craig, specifically. Ow. Have I eaten anything recently? That's another whiskey faux pas. I thought about doing a video about that, but I'm sure I would forget one, and people would then tell me about it. One of them is shaving. I'm looking into getting scent-free deodorant. I mean, it's going to be a little weird if I actually intend to do this as a thing once YouTube just bestows upon me the right of super chats / monetization. I will be a little more serious about it. I'm still going to be an absolute nutter. Oh, thank you, Co-op. 51% rye, 35% corn, 40% malted barley. I assume it's malted barley. Usually it is. That's half of a rye, huh? That's good. I'm glad a big chunk of it is corn. I don't know what to think about this. Like, the funny thing is about ryes, I am so accustomed to MGP, I believe, and their rye blend, which I don't know what it is. But there is like heavy rye. I think I mentioned on Whiskey Knows. I was on his stream briefly earlier. We were talking about High West, and he brought out a bottle of High West Double Rye. And that stuff's intense. That is... I have a couple of intense ryes back there. High West Double Rye and Alberta Premium. Those are no-joke ryes. Those are, hello, I am rye, and you are on the ground now because I've hit you with a baseball bat by the name of rye. Those are intense. This, I don't know. But also Wilderness Trail Rye. Right here. The ryes are over my left shoulder. Except for that, that's Woodford. But behind that. Wilderness Trail Rye is what I enjoy, as is Pikesville Rye. Those are more my speed. They're not as intense as those other two I mentioned. 95.5. That actually was a radio station around me. That confused me for a moment. Common MGP Rye. Yeah, that was a very intense rye. But, oh no, I don't remember, honestly. But it was rye. You could tell. It was very heavy on the rye. Smell shouldn't be a problem as long as it's a constant. Yes. Spinny spin. Zen Boot is drinking some white rye from a Boston distillery. Possibly tastes like KillCo's new shaving cream. I hope not. My shaving cream is clean, but it's also... I think I got a hint of... like, well, I'd probably use that. Aloe vera. That plant. I swear I can smell that around me right now. It's weird. Anyhow, while I try to avoid my own face, which... That's impossible, Brian. Why? Why am I talking in third person? Anyway, get to the nose, shall we? Yes. Cheers to all of you. I haven't drank it yet, but... Ooh. Smells like a clean glass. And it's not a joke. It's a joke because it's funny. It always happens. My mustache is getting in the way. Get out of the way. It is not a hardcore rye. Good. Oh, about scented deodorants. Thank you, Preston. Yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly going like this, doing tastings. Hey, how you doing? What's up? Do you like that? No? I use Old Spice, though, because I'm old. Not really. But that's what I've used for as long as I can remember. And I don't know why. I think branding just got me early on. I'm thinking specifically of a tasting thing I'm doing later. And I don't have music on. Why is it so quiet? Oh. There we go. Relax. Welcome. I hope all of you liked the Wednesday stream, too. With Fancy Dan. That was a lot of fun for me. I love having guests. Just one. One or two. Otherwise it gets a little out of hand. And unfortunately I can't do this whole setup there yet. I'm working on being able to get guests in via this. There's only a slight black licorice or eucalyptus note. Very slight, thankfully. It's soft. It's the best way I can put it. It's not sharp and abrasive as some ryes are, which is a good thing. If I get tomorrow's video done in the way I want to, you'll see. This is what I picked for something, and I can't tell you what yet. So, granted, I haven't actually recorded the video because I was going to recommend this, but I haven't actually tasted it. So this is the determining if I will like it and recommend it or not. We'll see. Thank you, Co-op. I just need to have some kind of sound. I have sensory issues in like loud places and crowded areas. That's really very unpleasant for me. But when it's also too quiet, not that it always is. I have a tinnitus thing, so there's always a little bit of a noise over here. But it just... music in general is a calming thing if you have the right kind of music. for your tastes. Maybe Zen Food. I hope so. Again, it was purposely clickbaity. And I don't mind doing those kind of videos. They're just not my preference, since my main thing is the experience of whiskey. But I am keenly aware that if I can make one relevant, like I did with the last one, making it the Reddit 5 bourbons, and I had some in mind. That was the main. I had to have a trigger of, all right, these, and that took a long time for me to actually decide on. And a lot of them are still like spur of the moment things. Oh, by the way, I know a few of you have done so, but let me know what's in your glass, if anything. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be whiskey. But I'm curious, what are you drinking this evening? I know I believe yesterday was National Beer Day. I didn't get to participate. I was drinking those damn, what are they? I'm going to say Taco Bell. That's not right. That's wrong. That's racist, probably. What are the water things from Texas or down south? I've drank like 5 of them. Anyway, it's like fizzy water and flavoring and alcohol. Topo Chico. Wow. That took a while. I knew it was made in Mexico. Alright, relax. Kalila 15 unpeated from 2018. 59.1%. Good grief, Cliff. Enjoy. The nose isn't very strong in this to me. Other than those first few, it smells kind of like a rye bit. Oh, and if you're a patron on Whiskey Tribe, by the way, I have a Patreon. But I'm also a patron on Whiskey Tribe, and this was mentioned today in their little podcast thing, so I felt the need to wear this shirt, just so we're clear. I was going to say Chupa Lupa. No. It took a minute. This is enjoyable. Oh, it's cheers. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm enjoying this just as a softer rye. It's almost... Well, again, I have a certain thing around me that's very annoying. But it's making me think of a flower, a floral note thing, where it's not perfumed or abrasive. It's just soft and light and pleasant. Just gotta be the oak. Just a touch. This will make sense to those who like Elijah Craig, but it does have something about it that I can't place that makes me know that's an Elijah Craig. There's something in here that I seem to get on the regular bourbons. I don't know what it is. I can't describe it's this. But there's a familiarity, and I don't say that just because it's Elijah Craig, because it's there. Go up, do it. Why not? I was even talking to Fancy Dan at some point before we actually set up the whole stream. Clickbait works, unfortunately. That's how you kind of get it rolling. Once you get people clickbaiting your stuff, they start to have interest in what else you're doing. In theory. The pepper. Okay, co-op knows. That makes sense. Yeah. I don't feel it's black pepper. I think it's the I am describing what I'm familiar with, and I use, first of all, I'm a snob with pepper, apparently. I think most places do now. You have the pepper grinder. I have one of those, so I get the peppercorns. But the peppercorns are the different colored variety. There's a whole mixture of them. They're black, they're red. I think there are a couple white ones in there. I'd have to actually check. It's been a hot minute since I've used it. But it's different colored pepper. It's not just black. That is what it's making me think of. Now that she said pepper, and I got into it, I was like, yes, which one? It's not black. It's the stuff I've been using. Or that's the stuff I equate it to, is that blended peppercorn mix. Zenboot isn't good. That's the Irene Tan pick, the Sagamore Manhattan finished one. Oh my god. Go up, I know. I'm exactly the same way. I don't want to clickbait people, but if I feel an interest, if it's a topic I want to relate to others, specifically with the 5 bourbon ones, that was like, these are all pretty good. And I liked their little system. It's not my favorite thing. It isn't, you know, the end-all be-all of bourbons with Reddit, but it was nice to give those options. I'm gonna do another video. Hopefully I'm gonna get it done tomorrow. It'll be similar. It won't be, you know, Reddit blah blah blah, but it'll have a similar thing. It's gonna be something about introductory whiskeys. I'll give you that much. National release, okay. Cliff, what am I thinking of? Didn't she do a pick like that? Or am I imagining that? Another reason I have music is when I'm doing a live tasting, I do kind of get lost in my head. Editing is the thing for my videos. There's a lot of time spent where I'm just nosing the whiskey, trying to figure out what's going on. I know I should just do the whole what's your gut reaction thing, but I'd rather not. I'd rather not feel rushed or compelled. That doesn't help my anxiety issues at all. There's an odd vanilla. It's almost a sugar-free vanilla. If you've ever gotten a latte with sugar-free syrup instead of just the regular juice, the sugary stuff, that also is in my head now. Oh, Zenboot liked it. Engaged content, yeah. The problem is I have to be very intense. And I can do that in very short spurts, and again, editing is a thing. Stacey H, hello, welcome, cheers. Cheers, cheers. She has a Sagamore pick, but not a Manhattan finished. Okay. That was where I got confused. I swore it was some kind of... There was something she was talking about where she did a pick, and she named it, like, a Manhattan name, or I don't know. I'm having weird brain things at the moment, but I don't know what it was either. Hell, I could have just sipped it and thought it made me think of Manhattan. Okay, I'm tired of smelling this. I got some notes. It does have a distinct Elijah Craiginess to it, but it is still a rye. Go away! So if you hear any random weird noises like that, it means I need to turn something off that I didn't turn off. I have a pop-up thing for phone things, just cause. I'm gonna turn it. Can I mute it? There we go. I think I muted it. We'll see. But it also tells me other things. Scott Bixley, cheers. You're welcome. Cliff, thank you for doing that. I am so forgetful. Do as Cliff Smith says, or else. No. Please remember to like the video, the stream, and subscribe. But if you're in chat and you're talking, you're subscribed. And as I mentioned earlier in the stream, that is a buffer so I don't get trolls. You have to actually hit the subscribe button before you can chat in live. I like doing it. One, it gets subscribers if you are interested in participating. That's all I ask. It's not on a wait time. You just push subscribe and you're in. But I want to try to avoid the trolls that way if possible. There aren't that many, but there are some. And then if they do hit the subscribe button, they might even trigger the thing that happens, and that'd be hilarious. Ah, cheers. I forgot I was supposed to sip this now. Spicy. Spicy. You know, I had a whiskey earlier as a prep. But it seemed to have fizzled away. Because, ow, a little bit. First taste, don't think about it. Try not to. It was spicy. I did enjoy that. I am keen on high rye bourbons. Wild Turkey 101 particularly comes to mind when I think about it. And there's that little spicy kick that rye gives it. And this is the same kind of thing in reverse. So instead of it being high corn with high rye, it's high rye with high corn. Or mostly corn. Here's the secondary. Which is good. Do it. It's a barely rye, being what, 51%? Was that what we said earlier? Was that what Co-op said earlier, I should say? Yeah, 51%. So it's just barely a rye whiskey. As far as some of the intimidating sons of guns that are out there. Son bish. I didn't actually say the word, I smushed it together, so it's not as insulting to others who have ears that cannot be bothered with actual adult language. There you go. Scott Pigsley promote the channel. Fifth Quarter Tailgate. Do it. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, please do. Link's right there. He's joining the massive WhiskeyTube community. Becoming another god among YouTubers. I'm kidding. That's not what I am. Not yet, anyway. I'm sorry. It's sweet. It's still sweet. It's got Elijah Craig feel. I'm enjoying it, which is good. I was worried I wasn't going to like it, but I was hoping I would. As I said, I have numerous Elijah Craig bottles behind me, scattered a boot, since I don't want to look like I'm trying to compete with anyone as far as Elijah Craig bottles go. I believe I have 6 now. Well, they're from different places. That's why I have so many. Vanilla, just a hint of chocolate, sweet, peppery spiciness. The texture is especially nice. It's not creamy, it's almost... Oh, okay. I have used this tasting note many times because it's one I like, and it's one many people can understand. If you ever have tea and you put either cream or milk in your tea, it's that kind of liquid. So it's not exactly creamy, but it's not exactly watery. You get where I'm going with that? I think it makes sense. It can be something that's easily understood. I hope if you've never had tea before, all right. Plenty of people have not had things all over the world. And tea is technically a luxury item, as is whiskey. Ha! As is salt, technically. Stacey H, I'm surprised you haven't started one already. Actually, one thing you could do, if you don't already know about them, I'm certain you do. What is it? I'm getting distracted. There's an Irish whiskey channel out there that I used to follow, but they kind of got really popular in the past couple of years, and now I can't. Again, it's too much. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I'm thinking Storytime. That's not correct. I know that. That's a distillery, technically. I got peach. Briefly. Oh, the spice. Oh, baking spices galore. Definitely rye, but not overpowering. This is the kind of rye I enjoy. It dances on your tongue after you sip it. And then it gets a little dry at the end. Only a little bit. And it just kind of fades away. Ah, perfect. Lovely. And at 40%, yeah, 47%, I enjoy that as well. I think that's kind of a happy place, and I think it is something that Elijah Craig has done fairly well, where they just kind of drift in that little zone, where it's not quite 45%, it's not quite 50%, but it's right smack in the middle almost. So you can enjoy it as someone who's new to whiskey still, and someone who is more accustomed to higher proofs. I like that. They're in their own little. Heaven Hill knows what they're doing, is what I will say. That goes almost without saying. Do it, Stacey H. It is an undertaking, but if you have a collection at home and you really are passionate about Irish whiskey, which I know you are, it's something to do. You know, it's another reason for you to just enjoy your whiskey. You can tell people about it. Unfortunately for me, I just went in the deep end with all of them, which is both good and bad. One, I'm not tied down to one specific type of whiskey, so I don't have to say, I'm not stuck with it being bourbons or it being Scotch or it being Irish. I can just pursue them all at once. Oh, and I should remind everyone, the Tequila Rita thing is still going on. It'll be going for a while, I hope. Again, that is a goal I would like to finish, and also don't really want to, because I'm not really sure. I'm not a huge tequila fan, and though I do support the people who are making the buzzballs by buying them, they are definitely geared towards a college-level patronage. Patronage? Purchasers? Customers. That's not me anymore. I used to drink Twisted Teas a lot back in the day, and clearly the buzzballs are leaning towards them as well. There you go. That's right. Stacey, if you can have your wolfhound just staring at people. Take their souls away to the underworld. I don't know if they do that, but I hope not. I feel like I saw one of those type of dog recently. I don't know if I did, but I feel like I did. Yep. I'm very pleased. Very pleased. This is enjoyable. This is just the kind of rye I like, where it's just spicy enough, but not too spicy. And while I was under the impression that it is an Elijah Craig product, and that I would very likely enjoy it, which I do, I don't like recommending something unless I think I've had it. And with the video I'm doing tomorrow, there's one I don't remember if I've had. But the reason I'm recommending it will become apparent if I manage to get the video done tomorrow, which I hope to. Possibly going to be recording it tonight after the stream. I'm not sure yet. We'll find out. Oh no, guests Scott picks. That's the worst. Good luck. I know my cleaning is not the thing. And I really need to do that too. I just need a really big dumpster to throw everything into. One that is a dumpster and one that is a donation box. That's what I need. I need 2 giant boxes. Well, actually, no, I need a lot of small boxes because 1 giant box would be heavy. Another random question. I asked this of my patrons earlier today. By the way, I have a Patreon. $5, folks. A month. What do you do with plastic bags? I don't know what to do with them. I know they're not technically recyclable as far as putting them in your recycle bin, I don't think. But in my case, specifically down the hall, they have put notice once or twice saying, please don't put plastic bags in here. This is not for that. And I'm fairly certain there are places in front of grocery stores and such where you can bring them. But I have such a massive amount of god dang plastic bags that I need to get rid of them all. So I can just free up some space. Yeah, it's that bad. Once upon a time I used it for cat litter. I don't have a cat anymore, so they've started to accumulate. Okay, Cliffsmith, I thought so. There's one that I believe is nearby, but also You know, with 2020, 2021 this year still, the current trend of wearing a mask and such has made it still a little weird for some places. Yeah, good on you, Cliff Smith. I think they did that here. I don't think they outlawed them. I think something. There was some blip on my radar about it once upon a time. I think they're leaning towards doing only paper at some point because I'm just tired of seeing them and having to deal with them. It's such a pain. Now, Zenboot, I have this thing in the back of my head that says I don't want to hurt the environment. I don't want some animal choking on it because I threw it away. You know, that lovely little thing. So I'd rather at least go to the effort of thinking in my brain, all right, this is going to be recycled somewhere, rather than just tossing in the dumpster. Because I already feel weird about that. I try to recycle everything I can, you know? I'm like that. I've been indoctrinated, so to speak. Filling boxes when you're short on bubble wrap. Hey, Stacey H, that's a good one. Unfortunately, I have a lot of bubble wrap, too. Damn it. I got this one recently. This is totally irrelevant. The tasting's done. So I've talked about the whiskey. I enjoy it. It's good. I would recommend it. If you are interested in trying a rye for the first time, this is a nice one. It's not overloading rye. It's a barely rye. And I think I like between the minimum of 51 to about 66. I will say 70. I like this. I like 7s for non-important reasons, really. But I can officially recommend this now. And I can use it in a cocktail. But I will have to do not a blind, but I will do a flight of this at some point. Very unlikely I'll do it on stream. But I like to pair up. And I wish I could do it blind, but I can't because it's just me. I live by myself. Yay. No, I like living by myself. Just to be clear. But I can't blind myself until I get some kind of contraption going. And even then, how would I know? I don't know. There are methods to doing it, but that requires planning and organization and thinking ahead. And I'm not good at any of those. But I was going to say, I got one of these recently. Hello. Come here. Oddly enough, Aquavite, Roy, was just talking about these things. He doesn't like them either. This is just another plastic bag with air in it, pretty much. So yeah, I have a lot of these too. I have longer ones though. This is the first one of this size I got recently because, was it? Where did I put it? Oh, please. Where is it? The problem with having too much whiskey is that sometimes you put a bottle down and you don't remember where. But I might have actually put it away somewhere. Anyway, there's a sextant around here somewhere. And I actually purchased that through the internets. And it arrived safely. It is a special zombie edition. What's the name of that zombie series? I forget what it's called. Because I don't watch it, but I wanted the bottle. Sea juice, yes. I will. I know I can borrow. Hello. What was that? Eve Williams is doing his thing. Their thing, I should say. College drinking. Hold on. Oh my gosh, why? I have this thing set up a certain way, and sometimes it doesn't want to work. Hey, there we go. Here's a donation to your college drinking tuition fund. Well, thank you, Eva Williams. I appreciate your donation. I have to change that manually, because that is not the usual. It does help for the crippling debt goal, but it does not count towards the thing I got going here. Hold on. I have it marked improperly too. Incorrectly, not improperly. Is that a word? There we go. We're that much closer to me drinking something that may or may not be terrible. Fun. Walking Dead, thank you, Williams. I thought so. And Pinch Hitter, hello, welcome. Yes, I just got the Walking Dead, the Sexton bottle. It's just the Sexton. It's just their regular whiskey in a different fancy-ish bottle. Same bottle, just different label, different designs. It looks neat. I don't know where I put it. Otherwise, I would show it to you. And that's a very particular bottle. Hold on. It's gonna bug me now that I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. Found it. It was just outside of view. What? The chair is weird. Leave me alone. There you go. There he is. Little Walking Dead figure there. Kind of scary. AMC Walking Dead. Irish single malt Irish whiskey. It's their stuff. It's their usual. Here's the thing. Human nature to come together. Life is always a test. I don't know if that's how the character talks, but I feel like that's how we'll talk. Let's try to see the other side. It's got a whole bunch of words on it. Surrounded by darkness. Flashes light. Product of Ireland. The font is amazing. It looks like something out of Nightmare on Elm Street almost. I knew it was down there. That's why it was bugging me so much. But that is my most recent purchase, and that is one I didn't need to get. But I did. I'm almost out of that. I'm almost out of the Sexton. It's almost empty. So that was the real reason for getting that one. Exactly. Sexton being what they are. Co-op, I got it online. I think I got an email or something like that. Or saw it on Instagram. I don't know. But I got it shipped to me. So I don't even know if it's going to be on shelves. Yee. Pinch hitter, what is in your glass? Curious, you have an interesting collection of your own. Yum. I'm very pleased with that. I'm also too far away now. Or I'm not sitting up straight. Yeah, I recently changed everything. This actually leans back a lot farther than I thought it did. I just pushed back real hard and I was, wee. Exactly, Stacey H. That's it. I know what's in it, which is the main reason I purchased it, because I was going to buy another bottle anyway. But I really like the Sexton bottle. I have given an example. Oh, wait, I don't know where my regular bottle is. Oh, there it is. I will. Hear that? It's very almost empty. I might even finish this tonight. But my recommended way, and you'll see this probably tomorrow's video. I'm sorry to keep bringing it up. I haven't even done it yet. But I've actually planned ahead for what I'm going to say, which is strange. I've found that if you want to pour this, you hold it from the bottom. Like a little like this. Usually thumb underneath. Pour it like this instead of trying to there's no neck to hold on to. It's too big to hold on this way. If you hold it from the bottom, thumb underneath. It works for me, all right? And my main problem with the bottle at first had been trying to pour it. I'm trying to pour it like a normal bottle. It doesn't work that way. You gotta do it a little differently. It feels a little weird, but it works. I promise. Prove me wrong. You can't. Ooh, but hold on. Brooklyn Distilling, 77 whiskey, New York, wheat whiskey. My new favorite starter pour. Oh, so it's Brooklyn, like Brooklyn. Got it. I looked at that word. I'm like, that's the strangest Scottish spelling of. Wait. Pinch hitter it is. Your instinct is to hold on to the neck, but there isn't any. And the bottle itself is too, it's a hexagonish thing. Hexagon? I don't like geometry. I don't know. I don't like math. Numbers hate me. So it's a weird shape. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4? 2. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a sextagonal gon. Nailed it. I gotta look at it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's that. Sextagon. It's a sextagon. It is a hexagon. Thank you, Zendu. Is that what I said at first? Yes, it is. I have no idea. But I only know that because I think it's used in pentagrams or something. I don't know. I watched some interesting stuff as a child. As a young lad. I should say child. Oh, I'm so pleased this is good. I was so worried. I'm going to pour more. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to pour some Sexton next because we've been talking about it. Ah, I like that pinch hitter. I like that. I believe it's the name of the Dutch village Brooklyn was named after. Science. No, wait. History. History. I love it. History is interesting to me because we're looking back and remembering. Officially, like it was in a book or online nowadays, but if you want to get a little more musing-ish with me, as I am known to do, first of all, hello, Sugar Kitty Meow. Lovely to see you. Have some whiskey. Also, what you drinking? Or what are you eating? If you're a cat, eating fish or tuna or something. But what was my point? Musings about history? Yeah, we're one of this time in human history, we have so much information that we have kept and we are able to look at again. Unfortunately, a lot of it is also incorrect. So that's another problem. We have to fact check ourselves, and no one wants to do that. Even if you do, they won't believe you. Well, let's not go down that rabbit hole too far. Big changes coming to the Irish single pot still technical file? No, do tell. I'm gonna pour some Sexton just because of that. No, I was gonna do it anyway. My musings of the moment are just human history in general. And we are living in the era of information. It's a little crazy. I mean, you think back to the medieval ages and they were writing things in books and they were scholars and they were, pens and, feather pens, whatever there was. But they had to write everything down by hand, and that was the latest thing, and books were the way that technology and information was shared, and then it became we could send information everywhere, in general, via radio, or, well, technically mail first, so writing on pieces of paper and sending them via sources to others. It's crazy. When you realize how human history is tied to information, it gets nuts. I mean, that's how, to come back to whiskey, that is how distilling was kept. It was not only learned and written down, specifically, so Stacey H is here, was thinking about is it Milton? The distillery that owns pretty much every single Irish whiskey chain, like Redbreast, Jameson. Milton and Mill? Well, they have a big book, the Jameson book. Book of Punishment, even. It exists, I promise, that is a thing. Slap is recorded for eternity. The oat wheat and rye. Oh. They're not just doing the usuals, they're branching out a bit. Very interesting. Wait. Oh, Malt Music Whiskey Reviews. Hello, greetings. Welcome. I'm glad to see someone else who likes to muse on things. I was just musing on something. Hold on. Human history and information. There we go. I knew it was there. Recently did a 20 blind rye series of videos, and Elijah did really well. Right? I'm pleasantly surprised. I was very hesitant about it. Not because I didn't think it would be good, but because I wasn't sure if it would be the kind of rye I like. I discussed this earlier in the stream where some of the ryes I've had they're intense. It's like rye came up and hit you with a baseball bat. That's my description. And that is, the two prime examples are High West Double Rye and Alberta Premium. Those are I will hit you type of ryes. This, soft, pleasant, inviting, still spicy, but not hitting you with a baseball bat, which I enjoy. I prefer these type of ryes, and I have a tendency for high rye bourbons to begin with. Biting bourbon. Hi, hey y'all. Schwelcome. Anytime I hear y'all, I think of a Scotch on the Bayou, because it's at Slancha, y'all. IDL owns Redbreast, Jameson, Middleton. That's what I was thinking of. Method of Madness, Powers. Yeah. So it was IDL, but it was their Jameson distillery area where Method of Madness is nearby. But anyway, it was. I'm specifically thinking of a Whiskey Tribe video from a couple years ago when they went to Ireland. They talked with the distillers there. I hope you've seen that, Stacey H. If you haven't, I can send you the link. But it's a whole little series. You know it all already, I'm sure, but it's just interesting to see. They had the Master Cooper there. They talked to him. He implied that a whiskey he enjoys that is theirs was Jameson Black Barrel, which is one of the reasons I bought it. Didn't like it at first. I like it now. It's a nice sidestep for regular Jameson. In price as well. Although regular Jameson is a go-to if I'm at a place, a pub, a bar, somewhere that isn't really whiskey-oriented. They generally will have Jameson. And then you ask for it neat, and they give you a shot glass of it, and that's not right. That's fine. Whoop, did I miss a name? Mr. Great Shot, cheers. Hello, welcome. Be sure to watch the replay and hit the like button and subscribe. You're already subscribed. But if you haven't subscribed, well, then you wouldn't be able to talk and chat. So if you have, thanks. But make sure you thumb. YouTube overlords demand your thumbs to feed their algorithm gods and to help me get seen by the whole world because they must witness the mustache. No, don't do that. It doesn't, Cliff. I have been in... I've had a rough week as far as being able to stay conscious. It's the time of year thing. It's starting to sway the other way. Before I was waking up really early. Now I've been going to sleep around 1 or 2. And even though I went to bed last night at around almost 2, I still woke up at about just before 8 a.m. Which of course then made me fall asleep again for another hour-ish later in the day. I can only describe it as a very heavy feeling under and behind my eyes, and it is highly unpleasant. And it makes it so I have to lie down and sleep. But I do have the book in front of me if that's for anything. It's right here. I'm going to try to review some of it. Right now, my main concerns are getting a video out tomorrow. And that's it. And I might play some games later, too. First, I have to make the video. That's the main thing I'm concerned about. And I will. I have it set up to do it. But, as you know, Cliff, there was a big weekend recently, and I think that took a lot out of me. And I don't think I realized that till today. Because the past couple days, it's been hitting pretty hard. So Thursday was rough, and Friday today has been kind of rough. Ugh. So that is why I need to decompress. But first, we must work and drink more whiskey. Darn. But most importantly, I just need to record a video after this. And then I'll probably spend some of the time editing it tonight and some editing it tomorrow. You'd think I would have it done long beforehand, but that's not how I work, unfortunately. I really wish it was. It'd save me a lot of stress, but nope. Uh-oh, what happened? I missed chat. Mr. Great Shot did a thing. Or something happened. Ooh. Parking cars. Whoa, that sounds exhausting. Right? Oh man, Mr. Great Shot, I wish you the best, because that sounds like a lot of stress to me. Alright. Final note. Ledger Craig Rye. Lovely. I'm not surprised I like it. Of course I do. I was worried. Oh, it still burns a little bit. I'll be pouring some of the Sexton out, trying to finish this bottle again. It's kind of hard to tell how much is in here because of you can't see through the bottle. You can only hear. And it really sounds like there's at least 2 more pours in here, but I'm not sure. I'll try to finish this off. This one needs to be bottled down soon, if only because I can open the other bottle. How many bottles in your collection up to? You know what, Malt Muser? I don't know. I have stopped, or I tried to stop recently. I think the Sexton I bought is the recent addition that I haven't added. I do have a spreadsheet, hey, but I haven't counted it in a while, and I haven't made sure everything's up to date in a while. And by a while, I mean a month-ish. But I'm sure it's well over 100, possibly closing in on 150. That's just an estimate. And I'm not sure if I'm counting bottles that I have and unopened bottles as well. It's a lot. It's more than I can ever drink in my whole life at this point. Seeing it. Oh, sorry. I have to read out loud. Malt Muser Whiskey Review says, is that Elijah Craig rye tough to find around you? I'm seeing it a lot. Ooh, jump. Here in Chicago, but that was not always the case. I've seen it recently on the shelves without a problem. Actually, I've noticed the rye section of the store I usually go to has just increased a little bit lately, the past few years or so, which is interesting to see. But Elijah Craig, I don't have trouble with, thankfully. I would be sad if I didn't. But there are plenty of other bottles that have been on the shelf that have faded recently, and that is Eagle Rare in particular is one I used to like buying at a specific store, and now they don't put it on the shelf, which is annoying. Woo! Killing Bouquet. Wow. Stacy H. Wow. Oh, yes. Oh, Bourbon Ranch is off. I didn't know that. Big League Bourbon will be streaming before Matt Madness. Find him here. Thank you, Pitch Hitter. See, I didn't know that. I just always assume someone is going on after me. Usually it's Trev, but not always. Like tonight. So go check out Big League Bourbon. He's doing his thing as he does. Glad to hear it. I will be busy trying to make a video, unfortunately, and usually after I do a stream, I take the rest of the night off because I'm just, I need to decompress, and now I want to, but I'm not gonna yet. What's the word on Yellow Spot? Is it worth 99, and how does it appeal to a bourbon rye drinker? Ooh, Minnick, I don't know. Also, welcome if I didn't say it. But I would say it's probably not worth $100 to me. But I have only had the Yellow Spot once or twice, and I think that was samples. I've never had a bottle of it. If I had a bottle of it and I did a video, I could tell you a lot more. But I will say I prefer the Green Spot, personally, and that one does cost less. So I would recommend that first. If you want, buy the Green Spot if you're a bottle buyer, and you just can. It is sweet and delicious and lovely. But as I usually say, if you can find a nice whiskey place near you that has decent selection, always try to sample it first. But as far as if you're just going to buy a bottle, I would recommend Green Spot first, since it's similar, it's in their lineup, but it is less expensive and generally enjoyable, even if you're not a huge Irish whiskey person. It's one of my favorites. It's my birthday whiskey, actually. Come to think of it, my father got it for me on one of my birthdays, and I've tried to have a bottle of it on my shelf ever since. Yeah, there you go, Mark. $59 is great. I would do that in a heartbeat. Pretty much. I don't know how much it is around here. I think it's close to 70, and I think I saw it once for 55. I have to double check that because I might have to go back again sometime. Hi, Mama KillCo. You're late. Aren't you doing a thing tonight? Glad to see you, but I'm ending in like a minute. And then people are going to go over to say hello to Big League Bourbon. That's next. He's next on the list. He's next batter up. But with that, I'm going to finish off my Elijah Craig rye, which has been lovely to try. Love a good saxophone. I think that's what that was. A little bit of water. This is going to be weird. I'm adding Irish to what was holding a rye. I'll see if I can show off the pour. I don't like doing this, but Too late. I want to kill the bottle, folks. This will help me edit and do a video tonight. It's perfect. But you saw it. It worked. So spilled it everywhere. Bottle down ceremony. Da, 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 da. Hallelujah. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, with that, 8 p.m., folks. Be sure to tune in on Sunday at 7 p.m. Make sure you tune in for tomorrow's video, because I don't even know what it is yet, because I haven't done it. Let's just say it's going to be infringed a little bit by some sexton. This will last me all night, by the way. With that, as always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you out there. Boop. Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.